And I guess it works. Hey there everyone, this is Alcohol playing Viv 1. Apparently this level doesn't really have much of a name. My favorite expression that I have seen, what am I talking about? Interpretation in the last comment clump for the last video is like that typical smiley face, but with its eyes like popping out of its head in the Tex Avery sort of, oh jeez, my heads are popping out of my face. It's also a ghost house. It has a weird gimmick, and I kind of forgot how it works offhand, so that's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, invisible walls that belong in our dreams. And ghosts are scary like I've never seen. It's useful to star so you can ghost kafween, and you touch the coins and you teleport spween. Then there's this guy here who's kind of a jerk, because he's a jerk, because he goes like, oh man, look at me, I'm a jerk. It's pretty great. See, look at me, I'm a jerk. I'm doing pretty good video games. These doors, they lead to areas. Oh man, lots of boxes. There is only one arrow that points in the right direction. Before you enter the door, investigate relics. Only one arrow points the right way. Okay. But why do you even bother saying that? That's just nasty. And also indicative of a little glitch in the system. Well, it's not really a glitch, it's basically what I did to the skeleton. So only one arrow points in the direction you want to go, and already I can see that all the arrows point over to a direction, except for only one that points over to the right. That's exactly not subtle there, text box machine. And I think now we're like in an alternate universe where the world is actually corrupt and full of moose. It's pretty weird. I'm not sure why they permit that to exist in the stratosphere. But then again, I ain't Beelzebub, so I don't know. Oh man, I have a star, now I can go through. Where's the world? Again, you need to look at all, you know, see how all the arrows, they point to a direction. Except for that one. And it's like, oh man, it's the end of the level. Unfathomable. Wow, this level is very hyper confusing, except if you have access to the direction, in which case it kinda spells out everything for you. That's kind of hilarious. It's kind of funny. Like, I wonder if there are other, like, puzzles that I remember fondly for being impossible that actually have a solution spelled out in text form at some point in the game. Also, you may or may not know this because there's no way of knowing this, but there's a secret exit here, and I guess I'm gonna get a secret exit. Whoa! There's some capital emphasis there! Just brings you back. What the? Hey! Aroused by Mario's rear, and so I collided with his face because I'm just such a dandy man. Because that's serene. Basically, what I want to do is get a cave now, because the secret exit of this level on here is inspired, let's say, from another level in Super Mario the World. Whoa, lagging for some reason. Computer, you're not very useful. Like, you know, in the original Super Mario World. You gotta speak like a robot or else it doesn't count. I really want to get that star for reasons that are obvious, because there's a lot of ghosts everywhere, basically, and I would much rather be invincible. Shoot the butt! Oh, come on, really? What I do is make this take longer than it has to, because I keep getting hit/died unnecessarily. No, but this is boring, I hear the voice in my head say. Well, you might just be a voice, but you don't need to speak constantly for me to be aware of your existence. Gosh! So yeah, like when I said this was clearly inspired by a pre-existing Super Mario level. Remember that one ghost house in Super Mario where you go over the roof, then it leads you to a thing? You might have heard of it. Although I think you're supposed to bring fire. Shoot. I am the winning highbrow humor society. Ah, music. See, I want to make sure I have fireballs. Well, I mean, I have my star for when I need my fireball, so that I can, you know, uncork the world here as much as I can without getting hit, even though I'm stupid ducking. Whatever, like, I'm gonna hit a random guy at some point. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just be lucky. Okay! Because I didn't want to burn that thing and then I get a moon for some reason. Well, that one you can count, some guy. Wow! You know, usually I don't have any problems navigating in a blue cloud. But it's surprisingly highly difficult when you need to stay big. I've never actually realized. Now, I'm nearly at my usual regularly segmented 20-minute, but I don't want to end on this level, so instead I'm gonna do something stupid and do a Star World level to end on. That's called URCHINS! Oh jeez, that sounds like a terrible idea. From here on, take as many searches as you can carry. Alright, all edible, and they all fit within that little iron ziggy-zaggy. Good times. So this is a level that's entirely around the concept of urchins. They're little globby, squishy things that have a carapace and very shiny things. Don't know what I'm saying, and that is fine. I remember the secret exit being kind of weird. But I remember one of the key parts, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. I'm gonna go ahead and say at Emoticon House, one of the reasons why I remembered the secret exit is because I saw a Terraformer do it recently. Look at that, it says VIP, but with the subtle P thing here. This place is key. Actually, would I be able to... I think to get the secret exit, you need to bring this through a pipe. Then you end up in the land before time. Actually, you can press it here too, and it's like, but now we're in a land outside of a river, getting more stars for fun. It says VIP and star too up there if you feel like flying. Also, oh man, you just kind of ricochet out of that thing. And if you keep the P switch, you can bring it over there, and that's a big, healthy, fun part. Getting the secreti exitron of the level before the level on. There's a lot of sleeping fish amongst all the urchins, I guess. Urchins are fairly drowsy in terms of seafood, I'm assuming without any proof whatsoever. Urchins are kinda, you know, basic platforming enemy type, what with going around things, or going left and right, and yet they're not used all that much. I think it's because of their speed, and because of the general popular dislike of underwater levels, I suppose, which I can understand, but nuts to y'all, peeps ahoy. Oh man, it sure was hard for a star level. Compared to how you uncork this place, but there's a secreton exitron too. Why am I keeping on eating on sounds to words these days? Oh man, the 7th room, I wonder what that level's about. Urchin, 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 urchin everywhere. Urchin, 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 urchin everywhere. Urchin, 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 urchin everywhere. I am being impatient, patient, patient everywhere. Hooray! Oh shoot, that's pretty good navigational skills there, Cal. That is somehow related to video games and the playing thereof, I am certain. Some sports carry their skills over to other sports, after all. Oh man, I am somewhere between lands. I don't know what I'm saying. That's the P and the... Now I am somewhat confuzzled. Guess what you're united to do, basically, is not get killed by this fish. It's pretty great. It's actually kind of subtle, and by kind of subtle, I mean kind of dumb. You gotta get this star. No, you don't need to get this star, but you can use this star to get some star, and go star to star, or mark is guarded, but you can't. But you probably shouldn't. So, man, ricochet. Wow, there's not a lot of room to navigate here. Oh, man, look at where it brings us. It's pretty... I'm an idiot. Fish are scary and they smell pretty bad when outside of the water for too long. Sort of like how a dog smells really bad if it's inside water for too long. I'm sure both are related. So you gotta sterilize them, you gotta go. Well, you don't need to get these, but you need to bring this pre-switch with you for reasons. Also, you can uncork the cinnamon bun, but that's entirely optional. Now, at first you might think this is a race of some kind, but really this is just kinda dumb. You go here, you know, this very marked place, it has 2 fish on it and another sleeping fish there. Do this and then you get a key fall from the heavens for some reason. It's pretty great. It's so utterly random. And I basically found this back in the day by just hitting the P-switch everywhere on screen. When you're willing to cheat a little bit, it's not that bad, but doing this legitly. You know, a person asked me, will mention, or perhaps theorized, that if I had first played this game back when I actually cared a lot about playing video games, I might not like it as much as I do now. And you know what? That's probably true. This is Raokiao playing VIP 1, and join me next time when we're playing VIP 1. You might have heard of that game. It's about this guy. He's really muscle-bound, but he has no ears. Oh man, that has many connotations.